Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Wiley here with my helper, Marley. Say hi. That's my 10-month-old daughter, Marliana. We just call her Marley. It's just her and I together throughout the day. And so I completely understand other situations out there that are happening where it's you and your child at home, you're trying to work, or they're trying to do schoolwork, and it gets to be a little difficult. So I'm going to first start off by saying online instruction is very flexible for me. You can log in anytime during the day onto Google Classroom to complete the assignments that are given. And I'm going to make this video to show you how to log into the Google Classroom and how to navigate it. And so first, I want to start off by saying that I miss my students so very much. I want to say hi to all of them. I wish so badly we could be in the classroom, but unfortunately during this difficult time, we have to be apart. And so hopefully we'll be able to get back into school before summer. So again, this is going to be very flexible, very you work as you can sort of thing. The only thing that I ask is that you log in each day to the Google Classroom with your child. And I'm going to show you how to do all that. I'm going to share my screen with you. So I'm going to first start off by showing you an email notification you're going to receive. Last week, I sent out directions on how to log into your child's Gmail student account. The school district has created accounts for all students. How to do that again is to go to Google and you will type in Gmail. When you get to a username password, your username for your child is their first name, period, last name, at sbcsdstudent.net. The password is Knights with a K, and the K is capitalized, and then 123. So Knights 123 is the password. When you log in, you can always change the password if you'd like. So in your child's Gmail account today, they will have an invitation to my classroom, and it looks like this. Mrs. Booterbaugh, Mrs. B in kindergarten, invited me to her class, so I could use this as an example. You'll get this that says, Mrs. Wiley, join the classroom. You're going to hit join. Then you'll be taken to my classroom page, which looks like this. If for some reason you cannot get that join button to work, or if you do not see an invitation anywhere, go to Google. So I'll type in this and help you navigate how to get there. Click on the apps up in the corner, Google Apps, find Classroom. It may be somewhere down in here, but mine's right here. Now I'm already logged in, so this is my dashboard. These are the classes I'm a part of. You might not have any classes you're a part of. You may have the virtual nurse's office, and if you have other children, you may have their teachers' pages up here. But for some reason you do not get the invitation to join my class, you can always join with a code. And you have to be under your child's Gmail account to do this. We are not allowed to accept any other emails joining the class besides the student Gmail account. So click join class. You're going to need a code. I'm going to send the class code in this email as well to you, but my class code is CM3PDUM. And so then you'll be directed to my Google Classroom page, which looks like this again. This is called the stream. This is the main page of Google Classroom, where I can post important messages to you, announcements and different things like that, links, videos. So what I have on here so far is resources for families during this difficult time. This is our school's resource page if you need help with anything outside of schoolwork. Here's a test video that I made for you. I'm going to be making video recordings through YouTube, copying the link and posting them onto the Google Classroom for different lessons. And so this is a test video to see if it works for you, if you can see me and hear me. And the last announcement is about spring break. The school district is still honoring our spring break, so there will be no online class from the 9th to the 14th. We will reconvene after that on the 15th. The most important tab you're going to need is classwork. It's up here at the top. You will not need people and you're not going to need grades. So classwork is the only other important tab you're going to need. Let me scroll up and show you what classwork looks like. Sorry about that. Attendance is first. The school is making us take attendance as if we were actually in school. What that means is I need to know that you are in my classroom each and every day. It doesn't matter what time. How I'm going to do that is by a daily question. So for example, I have all these questions scheduled to go out each day. It's just something to help your child with answering a yes or a no question or a multiple choice. Like, did you go outside today? Have you ever been on a boat? Things like that. You're simply going to have your child answer the question, and then that comes to me, and I only see the answers. And that will show me who was in class that day. So that's attendance. Next is parent resources, my daily office hours, which are all school hours. I'm available for email or a video chat. And a video chat is going to be done on Google Hangout, Google Meet. They're the same thing. That's an app that Google also uses. It's right down here. If you can see that, if I click the app button, it's actually what I'm using to record this video right now. If you want to video chat face-to-face, send me a message. I'll set up a meeting and send your child in their Gmail account the meeting link, the time and the meeting link. And at that time, you click the link. You need to have a webcam or some sort of camera or phone to be able to see me and I see you. And then that's how that's done. If, of course, anytime during the day, even in the evenings, if you have questions, always send me an email. Next is the April and May materials. I've got calendars in here, homework calendars for April. And if we go longer with our school closure, there's May. And then this over here, since we can't actually do calendar like we do at school, there is a calendar activity for your child to do. They can draw a picture that goes along with the month, and then they can talk about the day of the week, the month, the date, the weather outside. So things like that that we would normally do at school. Okay, next is Connect Ed directions. Connect Ed is our reading series. That's called Wonders. So if you hear Connect Ed or Wonders, they're the same thing. They're the series, the materials we use to teach our children reading. There is an online portal that all of you have access to. I'm going to send out passwords and the website directions in a separate video for you later on in the week so that you can log on there and explore the materials that are available through that website. So again, that's going to be a separate video. And lastly, for parent resources are the sight word flashcards. I have a challenge word set here. I have letter and photo cards for teaching the letter of the week. We only have a few letters left, but we do have more than 10, maybe closer to 15 sight words left to learn for the rest of the year. So when we stopped school in mid-March, we were about a little over halfway with our teaching of sight words. So what that means is, unfortunately, we have a lot more to learn before first grade to be ready for first grade in such a short amount of time. The pace really picks up the second half of the year. And so we're really going to focus on sight words throughout this time. All right, next. I put everything up by the week. I don't do everything by the day, but I do everything by the week. So if you want to work ahead, by all means, go ahead. Just remember, you have to log in each day to the Google Classroom. So what we have is April 6th through 8th, language arts, which is reading, and math. These are the two areas we're going to focus on each week. For reading, we are going to start Unit 8, Week 1. And so far I have materials here for you to take a look at, flashcards, song videos that I would play for the kids, and what the week looks like in this homeschool connection. Right now that's available for you to see, but my assignments are not going to be scheduled to go out until Monday morning at 6 a.m. And they're going to be available all week long. So assignments include the daily worksheets I would have given, sight word practice, different games, and you can pick and choose what you want to do with your child. The thing is, it's a lot of paper to print. I understand that. And I am suggesting, if you don't want to print all these things off, is to just click the document, click the PDF, and have your child answer things on the screen. They can point to things. Or if you want to just do a blank piece of paper and a pencil, they can look at the screen, they can look at the activity, and then write it down, and write different things down. So you can do this verbally, they can write things, and then that way you don't have to print this huge amount of work each week. And I completely understand if you would rather just do verbal answers and not have to print. Next is a weekly quiz that I would give on Fridays. And this is nothing you need to submit. Again, it's just a PDF that you can go over with your child. And it's just to see if they've mastered the skills for the week. Okay, math, we're starting chapter 12. And that is all about counting on and counting back, the skill of that. So right now, what you can see is the homeschool connection that you can pull up and see what we're learning about. Again, the assignment will not go out until Monday morning. Math book pages, worksheets, extra practice. That's all there for you. And again, if you just want to have your child look at the screen and answer things on paper, I'm completely fine with that. Now, what I'm going to do for reading and math is make little videos for you to kind of help with all of these materials. It's kind of a short little teaching snippet. I'm going to try to do the best that I can at home with limited materials. Since we're not in the classroom, it may be difficult to explain everything, but again, I'm going to try the best that I can. Going down here are more weeks of assignments and materials because we do not know when we're returning to school. So I've got things loaded and ready to go down here. If you're exploring and you have questions, please let me know, send me an email, things that you don't understand. And again, not everything is openly available to you right now. Since we are not actually doing online instruction yet, things aren't going to be open for you to start completing. That's under classwork. So the stream and classwork are two areas that you just need to click into for different things that we're going to be doing throughout the next few weeks. Let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so I hope that wasn't too overwhelming for you, and I hope that you're able to familiarize yourself with Google Classroom. I will be honest, this is my first time using Google Classroom. And it's my first time doing things online. I've never taught online before, so this is a learning experience for me. And situations are going to be different for everybody. And so I'm completely flexible, understanding. If you ever want a video chat with me so I can explain things to you, let me know. And of course, you can always email me too. So I hope to see you in the classroom, the virtual classroom, and I hope that you're well and healthy, and take care. Bye-bye.